Hi everybody, Ken here with another video for you guys. Today I want to talk about something a little different here, other than lanterns, although I have a lantern project kind of in the future here. But oil lamps, a couple recent additions to my my lantern family, or my oil kerosene type of family here. On the left I have a nautical type of ship lantern here. I'm not really sure what brand it is, but I think it's a Sherbrooke from what I gather. And recent acquisition from eBay. I was actually missing the chimney, and took me a while to actually find a correct chimney after going through a couple incorrect ones. I come to the realization that these types of chimneys are actually kind of fluted at the bottom to make it fit with this recessed screw, hence not to fall out when you open to light the burner. So it took me a little bit of trial and error, but I was able to find the correct one, what I think is the correct one eventually. And it turns out it's a really nice piece, something to consider for power outages or failures or whatnot. And yeah, it's actually very bright, gives out a lot of light. And then the second piece here I have is let me see if you can get a better shot of it. Coal miners reproduction safety lantern. Now this is not actually a real one. This is actually a reproduction of one. What this would do, apparently from what I gather, the coal miners would take it in the mines with them, and it would let them know the presence of methane gas. It was what they called permissible flame, meaning that as long as the flame burns inside of this, not this particular lantern because it's not shielded, but as long as the flame was inside of this lantern, it was a sealed system. It would not be able to ignite the presence of methane in the mine, and it would also give like a flicker or a essence of like a green or maybe a bluish tinge, so that they would be aware of the presence of the methane and be able to evacuate and get out safely of the mine. And you can pick up real ones. Actually, real ones are available on eBay, but they're close to around $100 or more, and they're nice pieces. But I came across this rather cheap, and it's still rather nice. Like I said, it doesn't have any of the actual shielding, and there's a series of like screens inside of the the top. So I mean, I wouldn't attempt to use this in any realistic situation, but just to give you an idea, I mean, I could light them up. They're really, it's actually a really nice piece when it's lit. And it's a little quirky. You kind of, there's really no adjustment to the wick on the outside. You kind of just have to light it and then kind of put it together, and it screws together. So you have to kind of adjust your wick to where you want it before you seal it up. I guess from what I gather, you don't want to burn it any higher than that, because it'll start smoking and whatnot on you. But it's kind of just a nice little piece for ambiance or whatever, if you want to hang it up. It's kind of like a candle. I would call it more like a candle lantern but it's kind of a cool piece. I like it. And let me light up the other one while I'm at it for you guys here. I got way too much wick exposed there on that, but really, this is really a nice piece as well. Really bright. I mean, yeah, it's a little cool out here, so I'm going to get a little globe frost on it, but give it a minute and it'll clear up. And yeah, very functional piece. You can use it for power failure, or kind of could actually read by it in the dark. It's actually really pretty bright piece. But while they're burning, like I said, I was going to talk about a lantern piece. Recent flea market find. If you excuse me for just a minute. And what I got here is, and it's kind of a mess. Really a bit of a mess. That's why I got it in a bag. But you're probably going to laugh and say, what a piece of junk we got here. But really, if you think about it, I think Actually, this was purchased for my father, who's a recent, yeah, he likes to do flea marketing hops and whatnot. He keeps an eye out for things. I think he got it for like $3 at a flea market. But if you think about it, it's got a perfectly good globe, full weight globe on the inside of this. Now this is probably, I'm going to guess, a Prisco. It's probably from a Pritchard Strong, as I can't tell because the fount is totally gone on it. But the globe is perfectly intact. Very, very usable globe for parts, and you know, you got a good bail on there if you needed a bail to replace with something, clean that up, as well as the crown. You got the crown, and you know, possibly the air tubes, and I haven't really investigated much of the burners. I actually still got a wick hanging out of the bottom. But I haven't really investigated the burner. The burner may be also good on this as well. But this is something to keep an eye out for, you know. Just if you see something, really cheap like this, and hey, look at that! I didn't even notice that, but it looks like remnants of a fuel cap hanging off of the back of that. Look at that. Like I said, I didn't even get too good of a look at this myself. This is kind of I only kind of glanced in the bag at it. This is the first time I'm actually just pulling it out of the bag and actually checking it out myself. But yeah, I mean, if you know, if you're in the lanterns and you know, you need some spare parts, not a bad deal, I don't think. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. And thanks to my new subscribers. I want to thank everybody for watching. Stay tuned. I'll have some more projects coming down the pike again in the future. And everybody stay well. Take care. Bye-bye for now.